Hello, and glad you could join us again for another episode of Beer Reactions. I'm Jono.
And I'm Paul, and this is our very first homebrew hero beer. You might have noticed in earlier episodes that we've been drinking our own homebrew, but thanks to you guys at home, we're already starting to get a stream of
Homecrafted heroes.
Homecrafted beer being sent to us, which is fantastic.
It is.
So we've got a beer here tonight called the Melrose Monk.
Indeed.
You want to tell us a little bit about it,
Yeah,
Jono?
this was sent in by Shauno, who's described this one as a double type beer. It's a Belgian Dubbel. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an ABV of 8.2, so it's got quite a kick.
I think that's exactly what you would expect from that style of beer, I think.
Indeed. Shaun's got quite a good setup. He sent me some photographs of his setup, including he's got a 100 litre boil kettle, 120 litre insulated mash tun.
That's a huge setup.
It is. It's a very good
for a
setup.
homebrewer.
And a 60 litre HLT, and there'll be pictures of these things that I'm talking about appearing on the screen as I'm talking. He's recently built his first glycol cooler. I mean, that's somebody that knows what he's doing.
Do you know what? I don't even know what that is. Tell me, what is it?
It's a cooler.
What does it do?
It cools it down.
So after you've boiled your wort.
Well, I've seen two types of glycol cooler. Sometimes you get a glycol cooler around a fermenter. So that once something's fermented, you can get fermenters that got glycol cooling systems built in.
Right. Okay.
So you can maintain the temperature of the fermentation.
So if the fermentation temperature rises, you can bring it down.
You can also switch off your fermentation.
So it stops you getting a kind of a racing fermentation.
Indeed.
Right. Okay.
Or, as I say, once you get to the ABV that you want,
okay,
or the final gravity that you want,
right, okay,
you can put the chiller on,
right, okay,
and it brings it right down and puts the yeast to sleep.
I've got a beer on the go just now, and actually it bubbled out the airlock this morning.
Your beers always bubble out. It's like they want to escape, Paul. I will take a scan of this and put it on the Facebook page because Shaun says he's happy for us to share this. But I'll just show you the detail. This is a guy that knows his craft. This is an extremely detailed recipe. It goes through this, including water treatments such as calcium chloride and gypsum. The recipe includes Morris Otter, Pilsner, wheat like Bavarian malt, amber malt, Munich malt, Carapils malt, special bee malt, candy sugar. But the hop is Styrian Goldings, and the yeast is Safe Brew Abbey Ale. So this is a speciality beer that Shauno.
I kind of take my hat off to you because John and I have been brewing beer for quite a while,
few years
a while, but we certainly have not brewed anything that looks like quite as special as this might be. Yeah, and for our first home crafted hero beer, then you may well be setting the bar quite high. You've
taken the words right out of my mouth that it's going to be setting the bar very high. But saying that, we don't want that to put other people off either.
No,
it don't matter how you brew, whether you use kits or whether you've got a specialist setup like Shauno has got, or more basic all mash brewing setups like Paul and I have got.
So I think we need to crack this open,
Jono. Did we say what its ABV is?
Yeah, we did.
8.2.
8.2%.
And this is going to be good.
Okay.
Right, here we go.
Good.
Let's get pouring.
Let's get pouring.
Oh, that sounds good, Shauno. That sounds good.
You can see the CO2.
You can see that little genie of CO2 we've released. Your wish is my command.
Right, pour me up.
Here we go. Oh, look at that! It's beautiful.
That looks fantastic. Look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful. My word.
I think I might promise up more of this than you're getting.
You might get a little swift kick in the in the calf behind
Don't
the
hang
bar
that low, Paul.
Oh, that looks beautiful. I'd be really interested, Shauno, in why you chose to do a Belgian Dubbel. I mean, I guess that's just a style of beer that you'd really like. I mean, in France and Belgium, these sorts of beers are, they're everywhere, and they're. What I really like about them is that they all have their own class. And if you go to, you go to Belgium and you drink one of these beers, some of these beers come out in, incredibly sophisticated.
I'm going to stop pouring there because we're getting to the little bit of sediment at the bottom.
Ah, right, okay, great, okay. So let's give this a little
beauty.
Hold up to the camera.
Cheers, Shauno.
Cheers, Shauno. Thanks for sending this in.
I'm getting a fruitiness from that.
I have to say the aroma is quite delicate.
It's very delicate.
It's delicate.
It's a delicate floral aroma, which belies its dark colour.
It does.
I expected more. I expected a heavy malt punch from that, but then again, I'm assuming, Shauno, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that the red in that is coming from the Cara.
I would think so.
Pills,
I would think so.
malt.
I would think so. There is definitely a readiness to that. And you remember our very first beer we brewed together.
Shall I show them?
Show the gang.
This was the very first beer that Paul and I brewed together many years ago now, and I kept the bottle just for posterity. Redstone Ruby we called it, and that had Cara Red malt in it.
Indeed.
Which gave it a very similar colour to that, Shauno, actually.
So I think we need to give this a taste, John.
Oh, that is absolutely...
man.
That is absolutely divine. It starts off with a sweet...
Oh, there's a
sweet
lingering
hoppiness
licorice to that.
But then, unusually, you get the maltiness... well, to me anyway, you get the maltiness after the hoppy bitterness. Usually it comes the other way around. You get the maltiness and then you get the kick of the hops. But that, you get the almost that fruity hoppiness first, and then you're left with that maltiness lingering afterwards. And it's a sweetness there.
For me, I'd say that sweetness is like a kick straight away in your mouth, and then you're left with a licoriceness.
Yeah.
A licorice taste afterwards. That is...
There's almost something more tart just slightly behind it as well, and I can't put my finger. It's almost like, I don't know, like that oxalic acid you get with rhubarb or gooseberries.
There is
right at the beginning.
There is a tartness to it as well. I'm trying to think what that is. Gonna have to have another drink of that.
And there's almost a little bit of fruity blackcurrant there as well. It could be raspberries, but there's a fruitiness in there. That is...
There's definitely a fruitiness in there. And
you get more when you breathe
gosh.
out. If you breathe it out through your nose, you get...
Right,
because there's another...
I'm going to try that. I think actually, having tasted the beer, my nose is more alive to the kind of floral notes in this beer.
Yeah.
And I think there's a kind of licoricey type smell from that as well.
It's a strange thing to say, but there's also like a leafy greeniness to it as well.
Like
when you crush up like an apple tree leaf or something.
That's really strange, because I was just about to say it's almost like there's some botanicals in there of some kind.
That is wonderful. Shauno, you've set the bar very high. And given that we know that you only had 4 of these left, because you said that in your letter that you sent this week, we are extremely grateful.
Very grateful indeed.
You donated one of these to Beer Reaction so that we could try it.
So I think we just want to say, Shauno,
Slange.
Great beer. Thanks very much. Shall we get scoring?
Let's get scoring.
So now...
We can't be giving any favours here.
Now, Shauno's the first guy to send us some beer, isn't he? But there's more beer on the way.
Well, given that is such an extraordinary beer for you are a home crafted hero, Shauno, I'm going to give that 8.
I'm going to give that an 8 as well.
16.
That's a terrific score, Shauno. Well done. And what I would say to you guys at home is, if you know Shauno, then he's only got 3 bottles of this left. So get round to his house pretty quick.
He's probably drunk by now. If you want to contact us, just send us a message via the Facebook page. If you go onto Facebook, like our page, and you'll see that there's a messenger icon. If you click on that, you can send messages straight to Paul and I, and we will respond to you.
Great.
But this, once again, goes a long way to dispel the myth that home-brewed beer isn't as good as commercially brewed beer, because this blows that straight out of the water. That is as good as any, if not way better than most commercially brewed beers
Great
you
beer.
could try.
Well done, Shaun.
Thank you.
You may well be our home crafted hero. So
Indeed.
great. Cheers.
Slange.